What's good, beautiful people? I'm the Black Thumb, and this is my man's.
Ayati.
And welcome to New to the Game podcast, the podcast for the casual NBA fan.
Now, the casual NBA fan is a person that's more interested in the fashion, the culture, the music, the drama. All right, Terry, what we talking about today, bro?
All right, so for our drama quarter,
Bam.
let's go ahead and get it popping. So since our last Diddy update, there has been a lot of jockeying and posturing by the federal prosecution and Diddy's legal team in preparation for Diddy's criminal trial in May of 2025. The prosecution is trying to keep information about the case. They are building private because it's an ever-expanding case, while Diddy and his legal team want the prosecution to specifically outline evidence and identify accusers the prosecution has in line to testify for his upcoming trial. However, Diddy did get one small victory earlier this week for his case, where a judge recently ruled that one of his accusers has to name herself in the lawsuit or her case will be dismissed. And she has until, I think, November 13th to put her name on the lawsuit or that case will be thrown out. So some people in the legal field see this small victory for Diddy as a potential precedent for future civil and criminal suits that may arise against Diddy. And adjacent to all that, you know, the jail that Diddy is being held in just had an interagency sweep where they confiscated drugs, weapons, all types of contraband. And they're saying right now that it's not associated with Diddy being there. But that's just an interesting note. And then on some other drama, Diddy's sons is out here in the streets trying to fight Ray J. So, which is just like, that's a whole other situation. So Ayati, what is your reaction to the current Diddy news as it stands right now?
All right. Well, my take on it, I wouldn't say it's a victory for Diddy. That the accusers have to, like, well, at least that one has to disclose her name. I'm thinking from the prosecution side of it, and in my mind, this is a slam dunk against Diddy. It's enough to just bring his ass down. And I'm hoping that, like, the prosecution don't get too greedy and build this fairy tale story that's going to be too hard for a juror to grasp and believe. Right now, it makes sense that he's taking advantage of people who's just trying to chase their dream. And he's basically victimizing them. That's something that I feel like the average person can grasp. But if they about to paint this, like, 3-plot story that could be in a fucking movie and shit, I think that's going too far. And I feel like this judge is already foreseeing that this shit can get out of control. And the judge is like, okay, if a whole bunch of fake fucking people get in here with the real people, everybody loses. So let me nip this shit in the bud now and control the integrity of the victims by making sure that these fake posers don't even get a chance to get in here. So if you really are a victim, you're going to speak up if the opportunity is here now. Like, this is the window's open. Diddy is vulnerable. This is your time to speak up where nothing's gonna happen to you. This ain't the time to hide. Cause we need to get these fake people out. Cause I feel like with the real people, the fake people are coming in, and this ain't like a Bible verse where we're gonna wait till the weeds grow up with the wheat and we're gonna try to fucking cut this shit and burn it at the end of the fucking time. No, we need to fucking make sure we can get this slam dunk on Diddy and not lose this fucking this predator. So that's why I don't think it's necessarily a victory for Diddy. I think that no, this is actually gonna work for everyone. That if we can control the integrity of who's coming in and no frivolous bullshit ain't just popping up like how I mentioned with the fucking the damn class action shit.
Speaking of, you have the wild shit stick back.
Oh, yeah, man. Where did I put
where
that
is the wild shit
stick? Oh, I done hung the damn wild shit stick up. Let me bring that motherfucker back.
Bro, bring the wild shit stick back. And
it
belongs to you because of your class action skit.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Your Diddy class action commercial that you did last in our last episode.
Well, yeah, I'm just hitting to that. Like, I think this is going to be a good thing to try to negate those type of problems. Like, it's going to now try to make only legit people come out. Not saying that anybody ain't legit, whether they say their name or not. It's just being 100. The nature of the situation, when opportunities present themselves, people are going to try to be out here and take advantage of it. And I personally don't want to see them lose such a case that is so easy to close.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if they'll win this case, they just say, Diddy was just a little bit worse than motherfucking Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody like, oh yeah, they'll believe that. Yeah, great. But if you try to paint this picture, this motherfucker did all this masterminding shit, you gonna have a couple of skeptics on that motherfucking jury. Like, man, I don't believe this shit. Like, y'all trying to go too far with this shit. And then you gonna start getting this mixture of convictions. Whether if they go with the easy shit, you can just lock his ass up and he'll be gone for a while. Go with that. And I'm hoping that's what this change in tone with one of these judges gets to, you know. My bad, I took most of that quarter.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
no, I mean, I think you said a lot of really great stuff in your take, and yeah, I mean, I think right now as I see it, we're in this phase where the prosecution is really trying to assess the validity of everything that they're being told, right? Because it to your point, it is difficult in these situations, especially with someone who has as much wealth, power, and acclaim and influence as Diddy has and once had, that you do really have to vet a lot of these claims. Now, at the same time, we want to believe victims, but I think but to your point, like, I think,
go ahead and call a timeout.
Yeah, please do. But I think to your point, like, it is important for these victims to have, you know, some level of evidence, and I think that's where the prosecution is, because, you know, and I think this is where it comes into like the jockeying, where like Diddy's team is still saying, no, we need more, and the prosecution is like, well, shoot, you have access to everything that we have access to, so all of the iCloud account stuff, all of his devices, like all the information that the prosecution has, they have turned that also over to the defense to give them an opportunity to appropriately defend Diddy in this case. So where I see this as like, we're at this phase where both sides are going to be crying foul, both sides are going to be crying wolf, trying to gain some type of advantage in preparation for the trial in May of next year. And this is a weird time, because they're, from the prosecution standpoint, they can still be garnering information, but from the defense part,
go ahead and call your timeout.
Okay, call my timeout. But from the defense standpoint, like, they are trying to figure out how they can build a case and how they can discredit the prosecution as well as other accusers that have already come out or will come out. But I think, to your point, I think this, kind of like with the Bill Cosby case, like, there was a tipping point where it was like, okay, I'm willing to put my name on it because I want to do this to reclaim my power. And I'm hoping that the victims and the folks that have actually been harmed and abused and assaulted by Diddy have their moment of power, or reclaiming their power over themselves and over this situation, and hopefully they get compensated handsomely along the way.
Yeah.
And that's all I got on that. We appreciate y'all watching. We appreciate y'all listening, as always. Make sure y'all go out and like, subscribe, share, comment. Let us know, like, what y'all are thinking about the presidential election. Let us know what y'all think about this Diddy shit. Let us know what y'all think about the Young Thug. Communicate with us. And obviously, if there are NBA headlines that stick out to you, that you all want us to jump into in our next episode, hit us up, let us know, and we aim to give the people what they want.
Yep. Keep an eye out for any updates on our socials about upcoming plant-related activities. I mean, we'd love to try to get some of this beautiful aesthetic in your home, so just keep an eye out. We'll be giving you more information on how to basically get a little taste of that.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also always just reach out directly and be like, yo, I'm interested. Like let me know what's good. And we can do it that way too. So with that being said, Ayati,
stay casual.